Alright everyone, welcome back. The Metroidvania action continues with Mini Ghost, the 100% category, and we have a race between AudioIgnis and RenPandApothecary. And we have the teacher, Nick RP Green, on commentary. I've had a little look at the game and it has a really cool retro look. So I think the issues that the runner in the previous run had with platforms being hard to see is less of an issue in this particular game. But I look forward to seeing what Mini Ghost is all about. So when y'all are ready, take it away.
Hello! My name is Ren, I'm the RenPandApothecary, and today I'll be speedrunning Mini Ghost, and my pronouns are she, her. It's a pleasure to be here.
And I am AudioIgnis. I am a variety streamer and a speedrunner, and I'm very excited to get to race against Ren today. And joining us today as well is our teacher, who's going to be commentating for us for the run. Nick, if you want to introduce yourself as well.
Hello, I am Nick RP Green, he, him. And yeah, this is Mini Ghost 100%. I'm very, very excited. I do believe this is the first time Mini Ghost has ever been raced. So I am ecstatic that we are here doing this. So let's get started.
Let's go. I'm honored to be the first race. Let's go. Nick, do you want to count us down?
Yep, let's do this. All right.
All right. Wait. Do we want to get through the
positions?
Yes.
Do you want to get into
at the end of the comic?
Sure. Yeah, we can go to the comic.
Yeah. That way we just click and go.
All right.
All right. In that case, in 3, 2, 1, go! All right, and the runners are off. So 100%. That means that not only do we have to complete the game, we also need to collect every single item, purchase every single upgrade. So the first thing that both runners are doing is going into the little medical room here to grab the servo feet. There's an item that makes you run faster. So of course we're going to grab that immediately. And then after this, the runners are going to be heading off to their next really big important item, the callback button. This is an item that allows them to return to the very starting room at any point in the run. Now, what you'll see immediately is both runners are trying to grab as many cubes as they can. Cubes are currency. You can see the top right-hand corner of both players' screens. They can only carry 40 cubes at any one time. That will increase as they get more upgrades. But cubes, particularly in a 100% run, are absolutely vital. They're also a point of RNG. Some enemy kills drop cubes, some don't. And there we go. There is the callback button for AudioIgnis, and there's the callback button for Ren. And they're going to keep on going through. They've got a particular circuit they're going to be doing, first of all, to try and get as many cubes as they can, to try and get all of the items and upgrades that are along that little path. And one thing that you'll notice already that both players are doing is every time they start shooting, they do tend to jump up in the air. Audio there with, and Ren's just going to grab it as well. The next upgrade, you can see they now have 80 cubes. They've got their first cube upgrade. And they've also both grabbed access card 1. That gives them access to the first zone and the first boss. So yeah, they're both jumping when a lot of the time when they're shooting. By default, Mini Ghost can't run and gun at the same time. There will be an item later on to change that. They're going to keep on going through this route, trying to grab as many cubes as possible. Say the cubes dropping from enemies is random. Cubes dropping from boxes isn't random. There are certain boxes that will always contain cubes. There are certain boxes that will always contain what looks like 4 cubes, but when you pick them up, it's actually 5 cubes. And then later on, that gets even weirder with one of the item upgrades later, but we'll talk about that later. So that's why they're taking this very specific route to grab these particular boxes of cubes. They can get as many cubes as they can. And they're now going to head into the dark room. So later on in the run, there will be thermal goggles so we can see into the dark room. But by going into dark room now, it allows them to grab a couple of very, very important upgrades that are really going to help throughout the run. The first one is called Piggy Bank. You can see across the top of the screen, both of them have an XP meter, and they've both been doing they've been very careful not to fill that XP meter until they've grabbed Piggy Bank. So whenever you fill the XP meter, you don't level up. There's no leveling system in Mini Ghost. Instead, you by default, you just heal one point of damage. Later on, there'll be an upgrade so that they heal 2 points of damage. But also, Piggy Bank gives them 20 cubes every time they level up. So that's going to be a really, really important source of income. They both have enough cubes now to also grab the next battery upgrade. You can see they can now both carry 120 cubes. Callback button takes them back, and now they're going to go through the dark room again and go out of a different route, because now they are finishing their big sort of full run setup with the other major upgrade, which is called Upgrade Circuit. Every time you kill an enemy, you get 1 XP. The Upgrade Circuit ups that to 2 XP. So that is doubling the amount of XP, is doubling the amount of times that we are leveling up and getting those 20 extra cubes. By the end of the run, both players will be able to carry 200 cubes. And there are, if I recall correctly, 2 upgrades that cost 200 cubes. That shows you just how many cubes these two are going to be grabbing throughout this run. There's Leaf. That is the every time you level up, you heal 2 instead of 1. Makes the run a lot easier, and it's quite nice that it's on the route towards the upgrade circuit. But we have a little bit of a lead from AudioIgnis right now as we move into the little drill rooms. These little drill bots are kind of nasty. As long as you are sort of at maximum range from them, you can shoot them and kill them before they get to you. But it's still not the nicest thing. So again, now that they've got, certainly once they've got the upgrade circuit as well, killing enemies is going to be so vital, because they just want to be getting XP as much as possible. It really is the best way of getting cubes until a little bit later with another upgrade. That's a really nice use of the mines to take out the little drill bots as well. So AudioIgnis now enters the first mine room. So this room is filled with mines. The mines aren't RNG, they are always in the same place. So you can see Audio saving. You can quick save and quick load in this game. But just saving every so often so that if they do hit a mine, go back and reload. Again, later on in the run, there will be a mine detector to pick up, so you can see where those mines are. But there we go. Audio has now picked up the upgrade circuit, callback, all the way back to the start, and they have now completed their setup. They can actually get started on trying to beat the game. So the main premise of this game, I haven't really talked about what this game is about. This is a prequel to a game called Ghost 1.0. It's made by a guy called Unepic Fran, who's probably most famous for the game Unmetal, which is another game. It's one of the games I'm most famous for speedrunning. It was originally designed for the MSX computer. Fran loves to build games on the MSX and then adapt them to Steam and PC and other consoles. This game is available on Switch as well. There was an updated version for Switch, I think, released last year. But in this game, Mini Ghost has been sent in by her boss. Her boss has... this is a space station that we're running around at the moment. Her boss has a tech contract with the people who own this space station. And so he has uploaded a virus to the space station's computer to send it sort of berserk, so that the company then has to hire them to fix it. It is a very, very shady and terrible deal. But Mini Ghost has been sent in to deal with the problem. And that's what we're doing. So, with a fairly healthy lead, Audio is now in Zone 1, on the way to the first boss.
Do you have time for a quick donation or two?
Yeah, go for it.
So first of all, we have a lovely message coming in from Dante 1792 saying, "Good luck to both of you. Had to come support the girls. Don't forget what's on the line here." And it is a $25 donation going towards the Klonoa 2 TAS, which is a bonus run that we can unlock if we meet this incentive. We also have a $2 donation from Tempest Mask, and this is a long one, so bear with me. "Hello friends, happy second weekend of Speedromizer. As we prep for tomorrow's very special meme in the morning," I'm not entirely sure what run that's referring to, "I think it's only fair that I have a ghost of a time, a mini ghost. Okay, I'll see myself out, but not before I ask Nick, can you defeat ... the cube?" Kudos if anyone gets that reference, and best of luck to AudioIgnis and Ren.
Thank you.
Thanks for both of those donations.
I'm assuming that's a reference to the British game show The Cube. We say cube a lot in this run. So we've already seen the first boss defeated. A little bit of unlucky RNG for Audio. Only went into it with one rocket. It's always nice to have 3 rockets for that fight. But so that's probably a good opportunity to talk about sub-weapons. Enemies will drop sub-weapons. We've already seen mines, we've seen rockets. There's going to be another one soon, the laser, which is the most powerful, and the ones the runners are going to want the most. It is random whether an enemy drops a cube, drops their sub-weapon, or drops nothing. So just another level of RNG that the runners have to deal with. So these, if you're watching Ren's screen right now, these sort of rocketeers, these guys drop the rockets. And Ren's done really well here, is going into the first boss fight with 3 rockets. So we'll have a much easier time against the first boss.
Lucky.
You can see Audio can now see the mines, and Audio is now on her way to grab the next upgrade. This is called multitasking, and this is now going to allow Mini Ghost to run and gun. This is an item that before I got my hands on the game, the any % run used to grab, but we cut it out of the routing to save a little bit of time. It's going to be very, very tight there for Ren on the first boss. Only 1 health left. But boss is defeated. There is access card 2. The basic routing of the game is simply you grab access card 1, that takes you to zone 1. Beat zone 1's boss, and you get the card for zone 2. Beat zone 2's boss, and you get the card for zone 3. Beat zone 3's boss, you get the card for zone 4. Get to the end of zone 4, and that's the final boss. It is a very, very simple structure, but it is a very, very big maze. Another upgrade for Audio, that is 160 cubes. And these are the bees. We hate the bees.
We hate the bees.
We hate the bees. Interesting thing with enemies in this game, there are 2 types of enemies in the game. There are floor enemies and flying enemies. Floor enemies are completely strict with how they operate. Their patterns are always the same. Flying enemies are complete RNG in how they move, how they attack. It's a really weird quirk that one set of enemies is completely scripted and the other set of enemies is completely random. This is just one more reason why we hate the bees, because we don't know what they're going to do. So Audio has now really good RNG, has got 3 lasers, which is really nice. So the laser, you can see the laser being fired by that little robot there. It is the most powerful sub-weapon in the game, and it is the weapon that both runners are going to just continue to use for each boss fight. There's another upgrade to grab here.
I think I need 120 for it.
Which is 120 per protection upgrade too. So Audio is going to do just another little bit of a lap just to try and get those extra 5. And here's where the RNG starts to come in. You know, every enemy killed, there is an opportunity. And no, after already having 3 lasers, and all the enemy drops are going to be is more lasers.
Of course.
1 more. What? There we go. That's enough cubes now for the second protection upgrade. Ren on the way to grab the next battery upgrades. Plenty of cubes there. More bees to deal with. And we're going to see boss number 2. Now, don't blink with boss number 2. With 3 lasers, this is going to be a fight that is over very, very quickly. And boss defeated. Very, very nice.
So satisfying whenever you have the 3 lasers for it.
It's so good with 3 lasers. Now, thankfully, because this is a 100% run, and there's a lot of sort of sidetracking and you know, completing circuits multiple times and stuff, both of us will probably end up going into most fights with 3 lasers, and it isn't too much of a problem. In any percent where it is basically get to the end as quickly as possible, the RNG is a much bigger factor when it comes to later in the run. But Audio now on the way to grab an upgrade from Zone 2 that's a little bit out of the way. This is the only time we'll see the runners beat a boss and then not immediately go back to the start, because Zone 2 has this extra item, which is a little bit out of the way. This is the night vision. So after this, we will get to see what the dark zones look like. Still collecting plenty more cubes as they head around. And as with most good Metroidvanias, more things become more accessible later on. So the bubble that Audio's just picked up couldn't have been picked up earlier because we couldn't destroy the barrel that was in front of it. But since we've been to Zone 2 and picked up uranium, that's another really fast Zone 2 boss there from Ren. Zone 2 is very much the easiest and fastest of the 4 bosses. So back through the minefield. Ren makes her way over to grab the night vision as well. So this is why we hate the bees. Hate the bees. So we are going to see what we're going to see now is one of the 2 secret areas. There's 2 secret areas in the game. One of them is actually mandatory for game completion. It's not this one. So you can walk through the wall there. That is complete. That's not a glitch or anything. That's completely intentional. And this is going to be to grab another really important cube farming upgrade. Obviously, you need to come in here with quite a lot of health, because you've got to get across this lava pit. But in here, there's going to be the magnets. And the magnet is quite weird in how it works. It allows you to automatically pick up cubes. So once cubes have been exposed, either by destroying a box or destroying an enemy, then runners won't then need to go and pick them up. They will automatically be grabbed by a few seconds. But if you remember, I said earlier about boxes that contain what looks like 4 cubes. When you run over and pick them up, you actually pick up 5. Now, if those boxes of cubes are picked up by the magnet, it's now 7 cubes. For some reason, there is nothing in the game that says that the magnet is supposed to increase the box number cubes from 5 to 7. I have no idea if it's a deliberate choice by Fran or whether it's something that he overlooked, but it's very, very helpful. And that secret area too, we are actually going to go back in there a few times towards the end of the run, because there's like 6 or 7 boxes of cubes in there. So it is one of the best locations to farm cubes when we're going for those 200 cube upgrades later on. So you can see Ren in there now. So that's the thing. There's 2, 4. It's 4 boxes of cubes. And then in the second room, another 3. So yeah, 7 boxes of cubes. So 7, that's 49 cubes just in these 2 rooms. which later on is very, very important. Audio is now running through Zone 3. And Zone 3's boss is probably the most RNG boss of the run. But in this, in 100%, it's not too bad. We are now back on to trying to hope RNG is on our side, grabbing more missiles, grabbing more lasers. Sorry. You can see you can only carry up to 3 of any one sub weapon. So if you've already got a sub weapon, you need to deplete all of them until you can carry another one. And then here again, every time we come into a room with loads of boxes, loads of cubes, and the magnet, gonna get those cubes. There's a little, there's one of the only boss that has a little medical robot. Here is boss number 3. It can move. It can move in either direction, and I've always found that it's just not worth chasing. This is horrible.
It's just
this
not
is so bad, Orange. There we go. More often than not, because RNG normally isn't that horrible, it's not worth chasing it up to the top, because by the time you've got up to the top to then shoot at it, it's jumped back down again. It just does not want to come down to the floor. This is awful. That was so mean. that was
I've never seen that before.
True to speedrunner fashion. I've never seen that before.
That was crazy. Anyway.
That was great. So with boss 3 defeated, we can now head over to the final area boss for boss 4, which is the computer. But of course, we still have a lot more items and a lot more stuff to get, and there's going to be a few loops, a few bits of cube farming as we sort of go out towards the final bit. So everything from here on out is now just kind of cleaning up 100% before we're preparing for the boss. So we grabbed the map. This was we've walked past here before, but we were very short on cubes earlier. It wasn't worth grabbing the map at that point, but now that we have got plenty of cubes to go around, grabbing the map is very helpful. Well, grabbing the map is not very helpful. We're not going to look at the map because that takes up time. But grabbing the map now is fine because it only costs 10 cubes. And those 10 cubes are not as valuable as they were earlier. As Ren on her way to boss. Now let's see what RNG Ren gets with boss number 3.
Hopefully it's a lot better than what mine was.
Audio is now in Secret Area 1. This is the one mandatory secret area of the game. So there's this little boss here, which we can completely ignore. Oh, that was very smooth. Didn't even take a hit. That was
amazing.
Great.
That was so lucky.
The item there that was picked up is called Atomic Power. It is required for the end of the game. There is a shield in front of the final boss, and you need Atomic Power to be able to shoot through it. There was a bit of contention in the Steam forums for the game about the fact that it's a secret hidden area and it's mandatory. A secret hidden area typically isn't something that's mandatory for a game. But it is reasonably well signposted that something has to be down there. There's a level 4 security door and a uranium barrel. So once you know that it's there, it's not that difficult. But there's nothing in the game that tracks the bosses. So Audio didn't kill that little mini boss that was there. There's nothing in the game that tracks that boss. There's absolutely, and it doesn't drop anything if you kill it. So killing it is not a requirement for 100%. We're going to see Ren do the same. You see, Ren fell down into the lava first. Doing a quick save there so that if this does go wrong, they can quickly try. Lovely. Take a little damage boost. You may notice Ren, when taking that damage boost, turned around because whenever Ghost takes damage, she sort of jumps back a little bit. So it's really important if you are taking a damage boost to make sure that you're facing away from where you want to go. There's the knife from Audio, which is if an enemy hits you, there's a chance that the enemy will also take damage. And Audio now on the first major cube farm, heading over to Secret Area 2, grabbing every cube, every enemy on the way, because we're working towards one of the first 200 grabs. Yeah, now's probably a good time for any messages because it's just a bit of cube farming at the moment. Alrighty, so
Good messages.
good messages. So back into this.
I'm sorry, did you ask for messages?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just on cube farming at the moment. So now, if you've got anything, now's probably a good time for it.
So I believe I am having some problems with my audio. Since I didn't hear that, and I'm now not hearing anything again. So I'll be right back when I fix that.
Cool, we can keep going. This room the audio's in is a particularly nasty one. Falling down that hole is a big time loss. But Audio making it look very, very easy.
I'm getting so lucky with the bees.
So we're going to be heading back to where the runners were right at the start of the run. So this is this route originally was how they got to the upgrade circuit, but it's also the route to the final area, and this is what they're going to be working towards now. The next upgrade costs 100 cubes, and it's called Sniper, which Audio now has enough cubes scrapped. Great work on cube farming. Sniper means that you can shoot from further away. It is a required upgrade for the end of the game, because if you do not have Sniper, your bullets will not reach the final boss. So you can see that round this little corner here. A couple of enemies here. The other most notable difference at this point in the run between 100% and any percent is neither runner at this point is particularly bothered about their health. I can't imagine either of them have looked at their health in a very long time, because Ghost is really powerful, has so much damage, has so much health and ways of getting that health back that it's really inconsequential. At this point in an any percent run, your eyes are glued to your health bar at this point, because it is a much weaker version of Ghost going into this final area. But there's still quite a few upgrades to get from in here. As I said before, we've got two different upgrades that both cost 200 cubes, so that's going to be a big chunk of farming right towards the end of the run. But we're going to now see Audio running into Zone 4. We're going to go through most of Zone 4 to that shop that's just out of the way there to grab another teleporter. So as we have the callback button, which will send us back to the start of the game. There is also a teleporter that will bring us back to the start of Zone 4. So this is kind of, once we've got that, we're then going to be nipping between farming, coming back to Zone 4, grabbing upgrades, farming again, and then coming back to Zone 4 to finish the game. So we're going to see this little section of Zone 4 played through twice. But there's plenty of cubes and plenty of opportunities to grab lasers. So you can already see we're still quite a way off the end. We're going to already see that Audio has now built up 3 lasers ready for the final boss, and there's not going to be any concerns about not having 3 lasers for the final boss. Ren are now on their way to Zone 4 as well. And Zone 4 is an area where you are going to want to quick save a lot. There's a lot of chances to fall down. There's this really horrible little enemy, which because it's flying, it's RNG. That little enemy there, that just sort of pops up out of nowhere, shoots 3 times, and then buggers off. You never know where that's going to be. And it is worth, I haven't mentioned this yet, it's worth noting that you cannot save the game, you cannot quick save, if there are any enemies or missiles on the screen. So you may notice there are times where the runners have killed everything and just waiting, just like Audio did just there. That was perfect timing for that explanation. Thank you, Audio.
Glad to be of assistance.
Waiting for all of the missiles to disappear off the screen. So Audio here just one just getting one cube short of the transport capsule upgrade. Just these 1 cube. The final boss is literally on the next screen to the right. Hey, there we go. So that's 150 cubes. That gets Audio the transport capsule. So now they have she is completely free to swap between the start of the game and the start of Zone 4. And here we see Ren has made quite the catch up there. Ren now also grabbing the transport capsule, and in fact has now actually just overtaken. That is quite the lead change there. These two are very, very close together. Well done. But we are on the next major cube farm here. Both of them are now gearing up to grab Protection 3. Protection upgrades increase your max health. You can see their HP bars at the top. There's a load of red X's at the end. Every time they grab a protection upgrade, a few more of those X's disappear. There's 4 in total. The Protection 3 that they're going for next is 200 cubes. It's one of their 200 cube upgrades. And the other one, Protection 4, is 160 cubes. They don't need quite as many. The other 200 upgrade that both of them have already got is Twin Shot. That gives them double shooting. I completely missed the point where they both grabbed those. But now they're heading back into the secret zone 2, grab as many of these cubes, and unfortunately, the very next thing they're going to do is do that whole thing again, because they are still nowhere near 200 cubes. Thankfully, for the second farm, it is only 1 loop. It's not 2 loops. And of course, the other thing here is they don't want to be going too far over. They can only have a maximum of 200 cubes. So what they don't want to be is in a position where they get to 200 cubes and then they're spending another 2 or 3 minutes getting to the next shop, because that's a big waste of cubes. Of course, they also get 20 cubes every time they level up. So they don't want to be, 195 cubes and then level up, because they're only going to get 5 and they're going to waste 15. So cube management, particularly at the very end of the run here, really does make or break the timing on this. But it is incredible how close the pair of them are now. All right, and there we go. We have Ren heading back to Zone 4 with 200 cubes, ready for that upgrade. And here we see very, very well farmed from Audio. She went back to the start of Zone 4, needing 1 kill to level up and 180 cubes. And in the moment she got that kill, 200 cubes. That was really, really well grabbed. I'll go with grab. There's one other small item. Just, you can see Audio going for it now, the 4-leaf clover. It does double your chance to get cubes from enemies, but it's so insignificant and it's so far in. It's one that's not worth grabbing early on. It does increase the number of cubes you can get, but it's just too far out of the way to warrant getting it early on in the run. Also early on in the run, you're not as powerful, and it is in a rather nasty zone. Those what look like dinosaurs that breathe fire, which, I mean, a dinosaur that breathes fire, that's kind of a dragon, but they don't have wings, so I'm going to stick with dinosaurs that breathe fire. They are very nasty enemies, particularly early on. Once you've got Sniper and you've got Twin Blast, they're reasonably easy to dispatch, but without those, particularly in an any percent run, they are really, really nasty enemies, and they will chunk your health down very, very quickly.
Yeah, when I was going through the game the first time, I didn't realize I didn't have double shot at the time when I first experienced those guys, and it was just a nightmare.
Ren finishing the final cube farm and heading over to grab Protection 4. Only 160 cubes for Protection 4. And it is... Protection 4 is very close to an area we saw right at the start of the game. We're heading back to the room over from where Upgrade Circuit was. It's that really important upgrade that gave us double XP for every enemy killed. Going all the way back to there. We'll have to go through the minefield that the runners had to memorize. Won't need to memorize that now. We got the mine detector very far ago now. And this is still looking particularly tight from both runners. They are a room apart right now. Okay, Ren heading into that minefield. Thankfully, the mines don't count as enemies, so we are allowed to save the game with the mines still out. There it is, the shop with the final upgrade of the run. Protection 4. Oh no! And Ren is 5 cubes short.
10 cubes short,
Audio
so that's
is
okay.
10 cubes short. But there is an XP upgrade that is enough cubes. And they are now pretty much they are in the same room. They are neck and neck. This is going to be completely down to the final boss by the looks of things. Although neither of them have got 3 lasers, they have been using their lasers. So one more thing they're going to want. Ooh. So Ren took a death and hadn't done a quick save, so he's now back to the start of the mine room. That is could be the run. That could be the race here.
It's cooked. I'm cooked.
That is the one disadvantage of the save system. If you forget to make a new save and you load, it's worth noting if you do die in this game, you do have a few seconds to load a quick save before you go to the game over screen. With the game over screen, you're either given the option of loading your previous quick save. It just takes a bit longer because you have to go and see the screen, or you keep everything that you've done, but you start back at the start of the game with 0 cubes, but you still have all of your upgrades and all of your progress. You're just back to 0 cubes at the start. You never really want to get into a game over situation. It's not helpful. Quick loading is always the better option. But already Ren has made great strides to catch back up. They are, again, neck and neck at this point. This is so close. Final couple of rooms, and we get into the final boss. And the final boss, the computer boss, throws so much at you. Both runners there taking a save. That save is actually going to be very important for validating the run at the end. So this is the final boss. This is the computer. Both runners. Audio has a very, very slight lead going into this, but there's not going to be much. And you can see it is throwing out so much stuff. the little electrical shurikens that are being thrown out from the computer. And that's time for... Oh, wow, that was so quick. That is time for audio. Ren time for Ren. Wow.
Oh, that was so close.
Oh my god.
There was 7 seconds between the pair of you.
Amazing.
Well done. Audio, you do take the win. Congratulations, but it was...
GG's.
Well, I say that. I say you take the win. We do have one more thing to do. Could you both please load your previous save? And show us the start
time
screen.
for me.
Show us the start screen. Sorry, not the start screen. The select. Go the select screen for your inventories.
Oh.
Audio's found it. There we go. And that is indeed every single upgrade for both runners. That is a valid 100%. The map doesn't count. The 2 missing rooms on the map don't count for 100%. It's just items and upgrades. So they are both valid runs. And that is indeed the win for AudioIgnis. Congratulations to both of you. Those were both fantastic.
Yes.
For you both to finish 7 seconds within each other is
amazing.
Incredible. Well done.
Oh my god.
GG's.
Absolutely fantastic runs.
Very fun.
I'm just
runs.
happy I caught up. I could have had it. I could have had it if I didn't mess up that save.
Audio
absolutely
had quite a big lead for so much of that. You did so well, Red, to bring that back and get that so close. So just fantastic from both of you. Well done.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so
GG's.
much.
I'm sweating.
GG's.
I'm sweating. That was awesome.
That was so fun. Honestly,
Oh
that
my
was
God.
it's such a good race.
And now a Troll Your Friends race. Where...
That has to be one
Oh
of the
my
closest
God.
races we've had on Speedromizer.
Amazing.
Oh,
The RNG
Thank
of
you
this
for-
run just makes it so good for a race, I feel.
so good. And like, I was just getting such like bad RNG at the start. I was like, oh no, she's getting so far ahead of me. But I think I came back at the cube grind.
Yeah, I got
keep going.
really unlucky with the bees at the cube grind. I'm not gonna
Bees!
the bees.
The bees ruin runs.
They do.
Woo. GG's.
GG's.
Both.
And big thank you for Nick for teaching us this run.
Yes, thank you for teaching and thank you for coming to commentate for us as well. Your commentary was fantastic. Like
Commentary was on point. That was
fantastic. Yeah.
crazy.
This has been an absolute pleasure. Since I started running Mini Ghost, I've been the only active runner since I took it on. There were some runners before me. This game is from 2017. So this is actually the first time I have ever seen someone else, apart from watching old VODs of other runners, this is the first time I've ever seen anyone else run this game. So it's been an absolute delight. This game is dirt cheap on Steam.
So cheap.
Yes.
In Steam sales, you can like pick it up for like $1. If that. So if you like your Metroidvanias and you like something that's just a little bit quirky, a little bit retro, this is fantastic. It'd be lovely. There are two major categories: any percent and 100%. 100% is a little bit easier. Whilst there's more to it, it is easier because you are fully upgraded. Any percent is a lot trickier, and the timing for that is a lot tighter. I'm the world record holder for both categories. Up until now, I was the only runner for 100% because I was the person who invented the category. So I am delighted that we have 2 more runners on the board. So thank you both for picking this up and for this incredible race. It's been absolutely wonderful being here.
Oh, I've
Thank you
loved
so
it. It's been an
much.
absolute pleasure. Such a good run.
Oh,
Well, thanks for showing us the game. And by the way, sorry for the snafu earlier. My Bluetooth headphones ran out of power just as you were like asking for donations.
No.
All good, all good.
Yeah. Anyway, before any more mishaps, it's probably good that I'm about to hand off the hosting reins. But if you have any last thoughts, otherwise we can jump to intermission, and I can do that after the break.
Any closing statements?
I can start off with just... Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Nick.
Okay. Well,
go for it.
You're the winner.
You are the winner. You are the crown holder.
You definitely have the right to take the first go.
All right, sure. So yeah, I'm AudioIgnis. If you guys want to see more content from me, you can find me on Twitch or on YouTube, where I'll definitely be doing more speed runs. I'll definitely be continuing this one until I get a time that I'm satisfied with as well. So if you want to catch more of that kind of content from me, come check me out. Also, I want to say, give a huge thank you to my community for all of the support and all of the work whenever I've been doing all of these runs and practice for it. You guys are amazing. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much. Now, somebody else, go ahead.
Yes. And I'm Ren. I'm the RenPandApothecary. I also do variety streaming over on Twitch. Same name, same place. And yeah, I'm very new to the speedrunning community. This is my third speedrun that I've learned in the past year. So, big thank you to everyone who stopped by. Big shout out to our community. Bot and I share a pretty hefty community that loves speedruns. So if you guys love speedruns too, come hang out with us sometime.
And I've been Nick Green. I'm not going to go too much into detail, because if you want to hear more from me, you can see me at about an hour earlier tomorrow doing my run, The Smurfs 2 Prisoner of the Lost Stone. So yeah, go check me out there, and I'll do more of a closeout when I finish that run. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Wonderful. Thanks, y'all. And for the viewers, see you after the break. right, everyone, welcome back. That time has come again where I must go off to Sleepland. I am on a very early sleep time, at least compared to what I usually sleep at, but yeah. Before I ramble too much, because my brain is definitely shutting down, I want to introduce to you the awesome next host who will be taking over from me. It is Ringadon. And yeah, see you all tomorrow for my last shift, but for now, I just want to say, Ringadon, take it away.
Thank you so much, and great job during your shift. Hello, everyone. Again, I am Ringadon. I am still sick, but the marathon continues. This is Speedromizer, the speedrun marathon, where what you submit is not what you play. You are randomly assigned a speedrun. If that sounds like something that you would like to participate in, you should join our Discord at speedromizer.live/Discord to be aware when our next event is in the planning stages. Additionally, if speedrunning ain't your style, if you're really more someone who wants to just sit behind a microphone and talk, like I'm doing right now, we also have sign-ups for volunteers to keep everything running. And we do call them sign-ups. They are not auditions. We will find a way to use you if you sign up. We are raising money for QMUNITY. QMUNITY is British Columbia's queer, trans, and two-spirit resource center, providing a safe space for two-spirit, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, intersexual, and asexual folks and their allies. QMUNITY is a province-wide resource center that delivers programs and services to anyone within the two-spirit, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, intersexual, and asexual community in need of support and connection. Regardless of age, location, and circumstance, their organization is there to ensure queer, trans, and two-spirit people can find low-barrier access to mental health resources, peer support, information, referrals, and more. I am being signaled here that it looks like we are about ready to go live, but before we do, just briefly say you can donate at speedromizer.live/donate, and those donations go straight to QMUNITY. You don't even have to, there's not even a middleman, so fun times. We are, let me double check, are we ready to go?